last game of what's been a pretty successful homestand for you. Are you happy to see it end? Want to keep it going? Where are you with that?
Well, we've had success, so you'd like to continue on that success. But it's good to get out on the road too. You know, team getting together and you know, I don't know if there's much bonding to do, but it's going to be a great challenge getting out on the road too. Going into some tough buildings, it's going to be a challenge with the travel. But we got to focus on tonight's game first. Can't get ahead of ourselves. And I told the guys that this morning. You know, you start packing up and you start doing things, you know, getting your passport and everything together, and you're already thinking about the road trip and you forget to play the game that night, which is tonight. So we got to focus on the game tonight. We're going to face a team that's everything that I've read and watched from last night, that they're going to be desperate. A lot of players really disappointed in the performance and how they played last night. So we're going to get their best, and we have to be ready for it.
That's nothing new, though, that what you faced here recently, right? And especially teams that have had disappointing games coming into the game here. They've been hungry early.
I think if you look at the, you know, standings-wise too, you know, we've been at the bottom looking up at teams, and they're behind us right now. And they're looking up at us, so they're talking about this is a team that we have to catch and we got to beat. They take a look at our record, especially what we've done recently. There's reason for teams to be ready when they come in here. Home record, the streak that we're on, the disappointment from last night. There's lots of reasons for them to be motivated tonight.
The last time they were here, they beat you in overtime. No surprise, a one-goal game, but that was before this recent streak. How different is your team now?
Well, more confident. Structurally, we're better in how we play, more disciplined in how we play. But these guys will test you in some different ways too. They play a vertical game, a stretch game. They're defensemen. They have a couple guys on the back end, a few guys on the back end that can skate and get up the ice. Good passers, so that's why they will challenge you with that vertical game, and active in the offensive zone. And one area that we got to get these guys to play in is, and I'm sure they're saying the same thing about us, is getting us to play in our defensive zone. But you know, we have to focus on getting pucks behind their defensemen. They played last night. We got to be physical on the forecheck. And not only to wear them down, but and that doesn't allow them to jump up the ice. You know, if you're turning away from checks, if we aren't doing a good job and their defense are able to go back and wheel or make a quick play, their momentum is carrying them up the ice. It makes for an easier game for them. So we got to make sure we're doing those little things to make it hard on their defensemen.
You've had the opportunity to get some practices in. Has that helped improve on those little things before these games?
Our main focus in the practices was more power play than anything else. Again, our 5-on-5 play systematically, you know, has been pretty sound. There's some things that we did work on yesterday, 5-on-5, but it wasn't anything major. I think having 2 days was good too, just to, you know, for bodies to heal up, for the mind to get clear a little bit, and have that energy coming back to the building again. It's hard when you're doing it over and over and over. It's nice when you get a day off and you can stay away and, you know, spend time with your kids or your family, whatever it is, and you're excited to come back to the rink again the next day because you haven't seen your other family for a day, and the guys that you go to battle with every night. So I think it was good physically. It was probably more mentally refreshing than physically.
Physically, I know you've had some guys who've been dealing with some things and whatnot. Will that impact things tonight at all?
Well, Dubinsky won't go tonight. That was one kind of, as John Davidson would say, a curveball this morning. So he had a setback there, so he won't be in the lineup tonight. But Colton Gillies will go back in. We'll reunite that fourth line with Colton and Bowler and Mac, and we'll move Artie up into Doobie's spot up with Matty Calvert and Cam. Oki will go back in, O'Coin, and John Moore will be out tonight. And as I told Johnny out on the ice, it's basically a decision based on sheer numbers. That's it. I mean, 2 games that he played pretty well, did some good things, but the other guys have played really well too, as far as Prout and Erickson. So it's coming down to that point, and it's nice to have that problem when you got 7 guys and you're taking guys out that are actually playing pretty good. But it gives us, it's easier to manage. We're back to back tomorrow in Nashville, so it's, you know, if whether somebody's game slips or there might be a little injury, we have the option now of putting somebody in that's playing some good hockey.
Is the Dubinsky situation a long-term thing? Don't know yet.
Don't know yet.
Is he had a setback? Is this a previous injury that reoccurred?
Yeah, it's just previous. Yeah. So again, we don't know. Again, the extent of it.
Todd, you got.
I don't think it's anything major.
You got Wiz skating 3 days in a row now, and he had a smile. He says, I'm not far away."
He's getting close, and again, that's a good thing because again, he makes our team better, the depth on the back end better, and again, then we're going to have to make some tough decisions based on how everyone else is playing.
Bobrovsky tonight?
Yeah. Bobrovsky's going to go tonight. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll stay on that horse as long as I can.